So I guess timeline wise, I'm kind of airing videos out of sequence. I'm gonna jump back and forth between Perihelion and my boat, just to keep me inspired and keep everybody in the loop, because my boat is going to be a pretty substantial part of this channel, and Perihelion's going to be another massive part of it. So it's kind of, you know, the adventures and the motorcycles and the vans and the sailboats in my orbit is kind of the deal with this channel. There's a lot of different things going on. I'm getting her ready for splash. The reason I hauled her out is that I wanted to put a motor inside of her, because she has been a sculling oar only boat. You just stand at the back and you scull away. Haley and I, over the end of summer and throughout winter, have slowly but surely replaced the roof. There was a lot of rotten beams, so that all got replaced. You know, it just obviously looks like trash and it needs a paint. There's like epoxy dripping down out of the porthole there and stuff, so it's ugly in here right now, but she's getting a facelift on the inside. But that doesn't matter right now, because that can be done in the water. What I need to focus on is getting her ship shape to go into the water, which involves installing the motor and exhaust and fuel systems, all of that stuff. Yeah, it's a huge ordeal. I had to recork a whole bunch of the boat. You know, I'll go back in time. I'll show you a lot of the work that's been going on. Haley's been helping out a whole bunch, but more or less it's my boat, my problem. So I've been forging through. I've been working non-stop on my boat while not working enough to even pay to get me out of the harbor. So it's a real catch-22 here. I hope you guys like this boat as much as I do. A bit of a diamond in the rough right now. I got a lot of half-finished projects, but they're all starting to come together now. I'm excited for you guys to join me on this one as well. Yeah, Perihelion is still being worked on, still making massive progress on her. I can't focus on that boat anymore. I got to worry about my own life and my own boat, my own home. So yeah, big shift in focus for me. But once Dagon's back in the water, I'll be back on Perihelion and working my ass off on that. When Haley gets back from her trip, we're gonna do a live. So make sure to...
We're gonna live, laugh, love.
We're gonna live, laugh, live, love. We're gonna stock up on smokes and beer, and we're gonna go hang out on my boat and
You don't have Wi-Fi on your boat, so we're gonna hang out at my house.
Okay, we're gonna hang out at Haley's place, and we will...
Oh, I look cute today.
Yeah, you do. You always do, babe. And make sure to bring some friends, tell some friends, set a reminder, do all that cool stuff.
Friends, though. We don't want your weird, lame friends.
There's lots of updates, lots of crazy stuff going on. So check it out. Without further ado, here's Dagon getting moved from one location in the boatyard to another. In this new spot, I have the freedom to come and go as I please and stay aboard her all I would like. It's a huge game changer for being able to crush out work on her. So here she is. She's from 1956, and she's all wood. She's made out of Port Orford yellow cedar. Designed by Thomas Fleming Day back in the turn of the century. The design is called a seagoer. And the first one ever built was the Islander. The Islander was built by Harry Pigeon and was the second boat to ever solo circumnavigate the globe, and was done not too long after Joshua Slocum did it. I bought Dagon down in Portland, Oregon, and sailed her down the Columbia River and out into the Pacific and up into Vancouver, British Columbia. She's 40 feet overall and has a cutter rig, and all of her sails are made by Carol Hassey. She's a delightful boat overall. Very, very happy to be able to call this boat my home. Alright, Dagon has moved into her own slip. Time to resume work. Thanks again, Straight Marine. Amazing, as always. Home sweet home. What a moment. Man alive. This is wonderful. Okay, so I'm back to working on DAGON. These are the things in my life that keep me sane and keep me happy. My home means a lot to me, and I'm happy to be here right now. Wow. Wow. Now the hard work begins. It was a cold, windy, rainy day, so Haley and I decided to head off to the Vancouver Boat Show. Alright, we're at the boat show. Because we're super awesome, we got in for free, but don't tell anyone. Is the bar a real bar? Does they sell drinks?
Oh yeah. You gotta pay $8.50 for a beer.
$8.50 for a beer?
What's your money, dude?
Tough call.
Where does this end?
Where does it start?
Infinite loop. Must be back hurty because my back hurts.
That's about right.
Sorry for being how I am.
That's the way I like it.
Also, thanks Shelter Island for the cool mugs.
Oh yeah. Terry, what a G.
You're not here, but you're with us in spirit.
These things look like sci-fi motors out of
Look, it
a...
looks like a little fucking shooter.
That's unreal.
Don't stand in front of it.
Yeah, it's like Star Wars creature that's gonna shoot me.
I wish someone would just put googly eyes on it, but it is. Oh, it's only $70,000, so maybe we don't.
Can dress her up, I can't take her out.
Congratulations, you're the weakest link.
Yeah, where's the sailboats at?
Yeah, where are the sailboats?
They just don't do them.
Sorry, I don't understand. Like, there's just no sailboats at all? Oh, I guess they won't
They
be
might
able to
be
get
at
in the
Granville
door.
Island.
Ah, yeah, that would be it. Yeah, because they would be in the harbor.
What the fuck is this little military contraption down here?
I don't know,
It
but
looks like a boat from Desert Storm.
desert fish whistle.
Boats made to cross deserts.
Aluminium, don't you need?
Yeah. And they're listening to Def
Stainless
Leppard. I can get
steel
behind this boat.
steel.
Yeah, we could just replace our motor with this.
That'll fit in her engine room.
It would.
I like the red one too.
Don't say that around a Volvo. Explain our fabulous invention.
So it's a Tugboat Annie's / Shelter Island mug, but perfect size for beer. And then also for cozy, we met these guys today, Fish Whistle, Watercraft. Maybe we'll work for them in the future.
Yeah.
But really cool little, they're aluminium
And they are aluminium.
boats.
Damn.
Could be a cool rib for us, so.
But like, look at this combo.
Also, the combo that I would really like right now is to get my jacket from your bag. Or my, can I have my bag? Can I have my purse back? Dude stole my purse.
Man, this is a Wendy's.
Excuse me, sir, the concession's closed.
This is a IKEA parking lot.
Closing time. Time for you to give me back my jacket.
You go to the boat show, you gotta get a Costco hot dog. Tis a beautiful day in Dagon today. Haley came out to the boatyard, and we are going to get my galley sealed up finally. I have one in here. Okay, so what we've done already this morning that we didn't show you is we got these timbers screwed onto the cabin side so that they take the curve of the boat, because I need something to fasten the plywood to so that when it attaches up here it has the curve of the boat. So we've done that. The planks will fasten into here, here, and here temporarily, and then be epoxied along the top edge. And yeah, you can steal that power cable.
How does this turn off?
Oh, just unplug it.
Oh.
I have this one on top of the wood stove drying out because the bottom got wet last night. And I have this one sitting on top of the oil heater.
Oh, it's so nice and tidy in here, babe.
Yeah, thank you.
We organized yesterday, and like, look, he did his dishes.
Ooh.
Yay.
I didn't clean the espresso maker. It's pretty dirty still.
We'll have coffee one day.
I mean, it's ready to use.
Warm in here. It's amazing that we're happy.
Even with there's no side on the boat and it's still warm.
There's gonna be a side today, officially.
She'll be fully sealed up.
I'm not gonna be like, oh, but it's not done. But it's not. It still needs another layer of ply, but at least it's not gonna get
Oh, that'll be
water.
easy. I still have the template for
I
it.
have to have those 2 little bowls.
I know, I have little bowls catching the water that drip into my bed because there's no bulkhead here. It's kind of unfortunate right now, but the rot that was there will now be gone. I will have done a great service to my boat. I need a lot of screws on those. I think I have most of them, and there's also bolts that have to go through. I got all this dry over here. That's all dried out. I started bending the mounts for the davit to fit the shape of the hull and accidentally cracked it. Well, I cracked it and I walked over to the shop next door and Bishop fixed it immediately. Wonderful. Yeah, Haley's still up on deck sanding away. We ran into an issue with the epoxy. We were gonna put that bulkhead in, but the epoxy seems to have crystallized over the winter, which happens. So I haven't heard of a heater, hoping that'll fix the problem. But while she's sanding, I got one of the davits on, and it's my first time getting to see it, and it looks pretty fucking cool. So I put the base on here and cranked the shit out of it, and eventually got the shape that I wanted it to have, so it would butt up against the hull nicely and reach around most of the rubbing strake. So now it's on there nice and flush. How you doing?
Oh, my hands really hurt.
Yeah?
The inside of them, it looks like I've just been in perihelion.
Oh fuck.
You're fucking welcome. It looks great.
Yeah, thanks,
I'm
babe.
very happy. I don't know if you noticed, but I was looking from the top to make sure that I could match the line really nice.
I did notice you had the perfect curve.
Nice job. So it's finished up until here, so I figure we'll just seal that section. And that's ready just for a running board.
Yeah.
Cool. Great.
And check out the back. Look at the davit.
Holy shit. Where's did the epoxy end up softening?
It's in front of the heater and it looks like it is softening.
It is?
I think so.
Because we need to put it on in the next hour.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna get tired. Yeah,
Also, can we just admire how beautiful Dagon's starting to look?
it's really
All because this beautiful
5 hours
lady.
of sanding.
Yeah.
God.
But there's
I can't wait
beautiful
for this
wood under
stuff to
there.
be gone.
Yeah, that's what she started as, is all this shit. And there's beautiful yellow cedar hiding underneath. Same with here. So she's getting good looking. And she's getting davits. Oh.
I know this weren't like the most crucial things to do today, but damn if it wasn't fun
Yeah.
and satisfying. And I guess she did need to be painted.
Man, I can mount my dinghy soon. And my solar panels.
Yeah. And it looks so much nicer in here once all this dust is gone.
Woohoo.
Yeah, go figure out that epoxy shit and let's get on that.
Yeah.
We'll get beer after.
That sounds like a perfect
It's like an incentive.
incentives.
Incentives are important. I learned that in rehab.
After a whole bunch of fucking around trying to figure out if my epoxy was still good, we figured out it was still good. So Haley's just slapping on some.
I just sanded down this edge to make it flush because it had a bit of a proud edge from the ply that we installed. So it took me a long fucking time.
Yeah, so we're just
But-
sealing the end grain before the rain comes.
Yeah, look. If you look down, you can see where I stopped actually. Can you see?
Oh yeah, there's an overhang.
Hopefully, too, this will resolve this little leak in the corner, but I don't really see how all that water could have been coming through there, so I kind of am leaning towards that.
Well, I hit it again last time we did it, and it stopped, I think. After wasting almost the entire day doing other things other than the one thing that we wanted to get done today, we eventually did get around to doing this, and by the end of the day, here goes. The bulkhead is going in. Look at those shmoo skills. Non-stop shmooing for Haley. She never ever gets to stop doing epoxy work. I'm pretty sure she's done in 4 months more epoxy work than I've done in 6 years of boat work. Okay, I am chiseling out the dead wood inside Dagon right now to make space for the stuffing box. So I've got it roughly in place before I hard mount it in. And then from here, I need to make sure that there is space so that I can service the V drive. I want to be able to take it off without having to haul the boat out. Just because the coupler is so long, if it has to slide off of the shaft, but if I don't have that 1.5 inches that it needs to slide off the shaft, then I will never be able to take the V drive off while I'm in the water. All right, V drive's in its rough eventual position, and this is the gap between the coupler and the stuffing box, and I'm gonna have to about here. So I take that distance, move it over here. So that means I should be able to slide the prop shaft out, have a gap, and pull this out for servicing. Now that I've got the distance right, what I need to do is get a square and put it in here and make sure that this plane here is at a 45, because I don't want this to be kinked up or down or side to side. One of the benefits of cutting more of the keelson away right here is that I am actually gaining more distance between the V drive and the stuffing box, which gives me space to add a little locking coupler that'll prevent the drive shaft from slipping out of the boat entirely. Well, now that I got this all flush and level every direction, she's ready for fasteners. So I'm just going to do a temporary mounting of this so that I can align the shaft in it and see exactly where the V drive finally has to finish off, and then I can start making mounts for the V drive. Cool. Just got a phone call while I was in the middle of filming all that from Haley. She's gonna come on out. It's nice and sunny out and she's just at home, so she's gonna come help me work on the boat. She's gonna keep working on the bulkhead over there for the cabin sides, and I'm gonna need some thickened epoxy to bed the shaft log tube down. It's a little mobile right now, so some epoxy on this end I think is going to be well fitted, and yeah, so we're going to crush out some work when she gets here. Dagon's got a stuffing box. This is pretty huge. I'm trying to splash the boat pretty soon, so I need it to be watertight, and this is one gigantic hole in the boat right now. For now, I can stick the prop shaft in there and start aligning the V-drive. Oh yeah. Why is she jamming up? Interesting. Maybe my method of aligning the shaft log, which makes perfect sense to me, is incorrect, or maybe my execution is bad. Put some slop in the stuffing box and see if she'll go through. By wrapping the base of this in electrical tape so that it's a snug fit, and then that'll at least make sure that these two things are in a line. Cool. And those are acting as one unit. That's good. Oh, look at that. I could pull the whole shaft log out if I wanted. Okay, so my problem is my alignment is wrong. So this right here, is it moving as freely as it can? So I just sort of let it align itself. And now I'm checking back here, and you can see square doesn't matter because it comes out at a slight angle back here. We'll hog out the bottom a bit here and a bit off of this in general. It's got to sit nice and flush, but it's pretty far from that right now. Well, Haley's here and she's taking off the frames. So hopefully the plywood holds its shape.
Broke it off into like the worst spot. What was this one?
I can cut it with the multi-tool.
Sweet.
There you go. Wow, what? Oh yeah, one of them broke off in there, right? Yeah. I was like, why is that still on there?
Oh, what happened there?
That's one of the ones from inside came through.
Oh, I still got two.
Yeah. Cool, then I have to detach them from the inside also. Wow, hey? That oak just fucking destroys fasteners. I didn't pre-drill. Fuck.
Oh? No, definitely.
Done did it.
Wow, what a bitch.
Some shitty fasteners.
What a bitch is that?
Okay, well.
Well, there's still one more board inside, and then that'll, or this one.
Here, hand me that, and I'll go and do the ones from the inside. So, this is my handy dandy contraption.
Oh, no, it's not started yet.
Oh.
Just kidding. It is started.
This is my handy dandy contraption.
The tickler.
Oh God, it's chaotic. It's technically just my chimney sweep, but I got epoxy mixed up. I'm gonna pour it in there, and I'm gonna stuff this in there and spin away.
This is how it's normally done.
What's that?
This is how people do it.
This is, I've seen Doug Jackson do this on SV Seeker with anti-foul paint to get his shaft log all filled.
Sometimes you gotta get your shaft filled by tickling it.
Oh, now you're getting it in there.
Whoa, just a river floweth.
That's okay. All of this could use epoxy anyway.
What about the epoxy I needed?
Okay, so that's probably gonna flow all the way out of the boat. But
You're just gonna leave it rest? Now it's really important to remember you have to tickle your epoxy in. Otherwise, how are you going to get an even coating? I think this just like also is a life lesson. Like,
I don't have a glove.
well, that sucks for you.
Sucks to suck. Bye-bye towel.
Yeah, shit, we're out of gloves.
Send her on through again.
And that's just because that area wasn't wet enough. So you just like gone to make it wet.
Yeah, I'm just getting it excited for when it'll be wet.
Yeah, so you gotta prime it by rousing the tube, and then you insert it after.
Yeah.
Once it's
Precisely. My main goal is I just don't want parasites to get hold inside here and then chew my boat apart from the inside.
see that technique. Masterful.
Oh. Done like dinner.
I hope you're not eating shit like that, but
Babe,
I mean,
I'm
you did
so
make
right.
garlic eggs one time, so
Oh god.
it's like a garlic eggs equivalent of dinner.
You know what? This is how we schmoo it.
Mm. Can I have the rest of that epoxy then?
Yeah. What do you want it for?
For the skim coat on the ply outside.
Sure, I can mix up some more.
Cool.
I gotta do some thickening stuff now.
Can I have this stuff first?
Yeah, you can have it
Can I
whenever you
have that
want.
yellow spatula too? That one there?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, babe, thanks. Ooh.
Now I get to find out if there, I haven't looked yet, if it gooped out the back. Hopefully I poured in enough. Yeah. Woof. I'm gonna send a picture of this to Haley and hopefully it turns her on. Okay, so I'm gonna mix up another pot of thickened epoxy. I'm gonna put a glob at the aft end, and then I'm gonna put a glob up here, and then I'm gonna position the tube as high as possible, and then it should be super kosher and bonded and in a line with the stuffing box. Okay, I made a dog's breakfast of this, but I got the hole filled with epoxy on both ends. I've got the drilled out spots refilled, and I'm gonna put this guy in now. Okay, that's in. Now I want to surround it with more thickened epoxy and then raise it up. It's epoxied in on this end. Tarps are off. Sorry, my tent's in the way, but the whole cabin side is back on. As you can see above that porthole, this dark section all the way forward was rotten, so it's brand new plywood in there. Yeah, all this yellow cedar planking I had to cut away to get to the plywood that was rotten, so this is all new plywood here. That's all new plywood that we just put in, and then there's the yellow cedar planking up there. So pretty close to just being able to reassemble the yellow cedar on the sides, but gotta glass the top first. And I want the glass to reach over the edge and then be covered by the trim. We're getting those oysters we talked about. Oyster time. Haley's gonna destroy my leg today.
I thought it was gonna make it nicer, but harsh. Dude. Wow.
She's gonna ruin it.
Tell me how you really feel. This is what he's getting, but it's gonna go like right there.
This is the first time I've shaved my legs all month. No, my whole life.
This week. Oh look, I cut you already. Haha.
I do? Where?
Right there. I knew that was gonna cut you. I'm sorry, I was not that sorry actually.
Damn, girl. Well, it's not an adventure without blood.
Alright, stand back up. And this, my friends, is why you use single-use disposable after you shave your clients, because there's always going to be little nicks. So I drew on this person. This is now garbage.
That checks out.
It's because it touches garbage skin. Oh, I kind of fucked it up though. Didn't you want it on the other leg?
Yeah.
We can switch it.
Yeah. You got a laser removal?
Yeah, no, I just have some knives.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Peel it off and
A little
then-
carrot peeler.
Pretty happy with all that saturation. Yeah, the bloodstain has stopped. That's great. Yeah, it's amazing how little you're actually bleeding right now, too.
Wonderful. Haley finished the tattoo. It looks fucking stunning.
We don't have to amputate.
Well, we can if we want. Yeah, what a wonderful birthday gift. Thanks, Haley.
Yeah. Are you gonna give me a tattoo for my birthday? Just kidding, I
Absolutely.
don't want to.
Haley's remarkable as always. Tired as always. And she came out to the boatyard and she's been sanding away up top. and I've been doing cement tar bottom paint mix for the seams below the waterline. I've got most of them done on starboard side, but she's finished up the sanding, and we're gonna do some sea tall up there to protect all the yellow cedar.
There's like always more sanding, but we're considering this finished for right now. Enough.
How you doing?
I don't know. It's exhausting doing the sanding.
Holy hell. I'm excited. Good job, babe. I'm gonna go back to what I'm doing.
Yep.
And I'm gonna come back and take a look and see how good it looks. Look at what she's done in here. She sanded all this.
Oh yeah.
Sanded all that. All right, here's my boat slop. It's roofing pitch put into a bucket, and then I thin it down with acetone and turpentine, and then I put in bottom paint, and then I put in Portland cement to thicken it back up, and then I schlop it in all the seams. So here we go. A little thinner than the last batch I made. I'll see how this goes in and then thicken it if I have to. Haley, what have you done to my boat?
Way better.
Holy flying fuck.
Yeah, it's like not even comparable. I actually really like how this is just colored at the bottom. It almost makes it like yeah, we'll fucking clean it off after this kicks off, and it will dry really fast. That's a nice coat, right?
That's a perfect coat.
Cool.
That's about how you want every coat of sea tall.
That makes sense. Yeah, it seemed like even and it soaked in.
Yeah.
Efficiently. So.
Now when I have like a spare 40 minutes, I can just hit it with more coats on a nice day.
Yeah, because one coat for that section really didn't take that long.
Wow.
Trippy, man. It looks so good. I love the discolored part at the bottom. I'm a little bit sad that we didn't get that little white spot, but we'll get that eventually.
Yeah, I can get that later.
Oh, it looks so good.
Whoa.
This side looks beautiful too.
Let's see.
I got a little bit of railing here, but I can probably sand it or prep it, so.
Oh, she's getting
I
yachty.
wish that whole wall was there.
Yeah, I had to cut it away, unfortunately. It was a bummer because it wasn't rotten. The wood behind it was.
I wish I could be like, oh, I'll sand this section too, but it's so much sanding.
So for reference, this is what the boat was when I bought it. It was just covered in green paint and most of it had flaked off. This is the nice side. So it's just been hiding this beautiful yellow cedar tree underneath.
All that was hiding.
Well,
Fuck, man. Even that is so pretty.
yeah, it's all like Honduran mahogany.
What is this?
This is, I think this is just Douglas fir.
Is that used when you're underway?
No,
Okay. Because I was like, oh, maybe
it's just a little boom gallow, which normally I don't use, but Alec lost my topping lift, so
What are you gonna do about it?
I have to go up the rig before I sail. So it's a later problem. Holy moly. Good job, Haley.
It looks like in The Wizard of Oz when everything goes from like black and white into color.
Yeah, it's so deeply satisfying.
I'm still in black and white though. Yeah.
Good job.
I love how that looks. It's beautiful.
Yeah, let's go stand over here. You can take a look at it.
Paint on the move. Like I know everyone's like just slap a coat of paint on it, but that color combination is just
Oh,
stunning.
stunning.
That running board down there is a different color.
Yeah,
Fuck.
or the combing, the green
Yeah,
combing. Yeah,
the
when
black.
that's... Oh, the black? Yeah,
the
I think
black, whatever that is.
the bulwark.
The bulwark. Oh, and that's painted.
Yeah, what do we want to paint it? Probably black, hey?
Probably just keep it black, and then just getting that blue off there is gonna make the fucking world of a difference.
Yeah,
It's like disturbing me looking at that blue.
I know,
hate it.
and
I
I'm
hate it
fucking
so much.
sick of that blue.
I like that blue a lot, just not with the everything else. Like
Yeah.
the yellow, it looks horrible with the yellow.
Thanks again for watching. There's going to be a bunch more episodes about Dagon coming out soon, and I really appreciate all of the likes and comments and subscribes and everything, and big thank you to all of our patrons.